Our soulmate is about to, because of your. Open this message immediately. The words you're reading right now are not here by accident. You are not hearing this because of coincidence, and this moment is not random. Something deeply spiritual is unfolding over your life, and it has everything to do with your heart, your prayers, your pain, and your patience. Your soulmate is about to be revealed, touched, moved, and drawn to you in ways that cannot be explained by human logic, because what is happening isn't man-made, it's God-ordained. Your season of waiting, of wondering, of aching for something real, something whole, something that carries the presence of God, is about to meet divine movement. What God has kept hidden for a time, He is now preparing to reveal openly. Your soulmate is about to find you, recognize you, and be pulled toward you, not because of charm or chance, but because of your prayers, your obedience, your growth, and the anointing that rests on your life. If your heart has been waiting for a word like this, don't scroll past. This is your moment. This is the divine spark your soul has been yearning for. Please pause and comment "Amen" right now if you receive this deeply in your spirit. And if this touches your heart, just like this video once. It tells God you're ready, it shows the heavens that you believe. One like is one act of faith, and sometimes that's all it takes for heaven to move. You may not see it yet, but something is shifting. Deep in the spiritual realm, there are movements happening that have your name written on them. Your soulmate is being stirred awake by the same spirit that has been working in your heart. There are prayers you have whispered through tears, conversations you've had with God in silence, and nights where you have felt invisible, unseen, unheard, and forgotten. But God never missed a moment. He caught every tear, He understood every silence, and He held your heart gently when you were too tired to hold it yourself. Your soulmate is about to come closer, not because you chased love, but because you trusted God with your heart. Because you chose to heal. Because you chose to forgive. Because you kept believing when everything told you to give up. Because your love isn't ordinary. It's sacred. It's covered. It's been tested by fire. And now, it's ready to be received by someone who has been walking their own wilderness, longing for the very same love that lives inside of you. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is for you. You are not being overlooked. You are being set apart. What felt like delay was God protecting what is precious. What felt like rejection was really redirection, saving you from lesser things so that He could give you something eternal. You are not missing out. You are being aligned. There's a reason your spirit has been more sensitive lately. There's a reason your soul feels restless. It's because heaven is moving. Angels have been dispatched to guide steps, open hearts, and soften the paths of two people who have been growing in the same soil of surrender. There is someone out there who has been praying for the kind of love that you carry. Someone who has been working, waiting, and walking through their own seasons of loneliness and pruning, just as you have. Their healing matches yours. Their heart beats in rhythm with the Spirit like yours does. They will not complete you, because you are already whole in God, but they will complement you in ways that draw both of you deeper into your purpose. And no, this is not just about romance. This is about covenant. This is about spiritual partnership. This is about two souls that were created to carry out a portion of God's plan on earth together. This is about shared vision, shared passion, shared worship, and shared surrender. This is about two hearts that will strengthen one another, sharpen one another, and carry each other with grace through valleys and mountaintops. This is about building something holy, something eternal, something that reflects the love of Christ to the world. If you felt tired, if you felt like giving up on love, let this word pull you back into hope. Let it remind you that your love story was never going to look like the world's. It was always going to look like redemption. It was always going to be written in tears, in faith, and in the quiet prayers you thought no one heard. God heard them all. Every single one. And heaven has not forgotten you. Because of your growth. Because of your obedience. Because of your surrender. Because of your love for God. Because you chose to be refined instead of bitter. Because you learned to worship with a broken heart. Because you kept choosing love even when life gave you pain. Because of all this, your soulmate is being drawn toward you now. Heaven is bringing alignment. God is orchestrating divine encounters. And what once seemed far away is already on its way to you. You may not know how. You may not see it coming. But it is coming. And when it does, it will feel like home. It will feel like peace. It will feel like purpose. It will carry the fragrance of God's presence. It will not bring confusion. It will not stir anxiety. It will not demand you to shrink. It will call you higher. It will remind you of God's goodness. It will feel like an answer that carries the fingerprints of grace. Stay with this message. Let it speak to the places inside you that still ache. Let the truth soak into every tired corner of your soul. God is doing something so beautiful, and you're not missing it. You're walking into it. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are not late. You are right on time in God's eyes. You are not too broken. You are beautifully rebuilt. You are not too much. You are just enough for the one whose spirit has been crying out for you in prayer. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You are covered. You are seen. You are deeply loved. Your soulmate is about to be revealed because of your faith, your surrender, your journey, and your heart. Keep holding on. Heaven is not finished with your story. What is coming will be worth every tear, every prayer, every waiting night. The prayers you thought were delayed are being gathered into fulfillment, and the ache in your heart is not in vain. Your soulmate is about to be revealed, drawn in by the light that God has placed inside you. Not because of your perfection, but because of your perseverance. Because when others turned cold, you remained warm. When life pressed hard, you still whispered praise. And when your heart was breaking, you still trusted the hands of the one who was holding every broken piece together. Even if the road here was long and filled with detours, you are not behind. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and the very weight of your journey is what has shaped you into someone who can carry the kind of love that does not fade. You are not just waiting on someone. You are being prepared for someone, and they are being prepared for you too. This is not about desperation. This is about destiny. You are not hoping for someone to rescue you. You are trusting God to bring the one who will walk with you, grow with you, pray with you, and glorify God beside you. Comment 222 if you trust that this is your season of alignment. This is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of the chapter you have cried for. God has not withheld love from you. He has been growing it quietly beneath the surface, the way seeds grow in darkness before they ever break through the soil. You have been in the hidden place for a reason. God has been healing things you didn't even know were wounded. He has been removing what was never meant to follow you into the next season. He has been protecting your heart from rushing into something that would have felt good for a moment but cost you years of peace. Your soulmate is not just anyone. They are someone whose steps have been ordered just like yours. Someone who carries oil in their lamp. Someone who knows what it means to worship in silence, to walk by faith, to weep in prayer, and to trust when everything feels uncertain. You are not being matched by appearance. You are being aligned by spirit. This connection will not be built on surface things. It will be rooted in faith, watered by grace, and strengthened by divine purpose. There's a reason why nothing else worked out. There's a reason why your heart still longs for something deeper. You were never made for shallow waters. You carry depth. You carry love that reaches into the soul. And God has not overlooked that. He treasures that. He honors that. He is moving heaven and earth to bring to you someone who will not only see it, but cherish it. Someone who will not take your heart lightly. Someone who will guard it with prayer. Someone who will cover you with peace, and love you in a way that points straight back to the heart of God. If your soul has been tired, if your heart has felt weary from the waiting, let this moment breathe new hope into you. There is no such thing as being too late when your life is in the hands of the one who holds time. There is no such thing as being forgotten when your name is carved into the palm of his hand. You are not invisible. You are seen, chosen, and set apart. The love God is preparing for you will not pass you by. It will find you right where you are, just as you are, and it will feel like restoration. This love will not compete with your calling. It will complete the mission God placed inside you. It will not take you away from your purpose. It will walk beside you in it. It will not pull you out of your prayer life. It will deepen it. It will not confuse you. It will bring peace that surpasses understanding, the kind of peace that only comes from the Spirit. It will not be about performance. It will be about presence. It will not be based on striving. It will be built on surrender. God is not just bringing you someone. He is bringing you the right one. The one that heaven has kept set aside. The one whose journey was woven to fit alongside yours. The one whose fire will light yours even brighter. The one who will hold your hand through the storms and praise with you in the calm. The one who will understand your heart not because of coincidence but because they were formed to be your partner in purpose. And if it has taken time, it is only because God has been careful. He has not rushed your healing. He has not hurried your process. He has not sent someone just to fill the space. He is bringing someone to honor it. The one who is coming will not be confused by your light. They will be drawn to it. They will not run from your depth. They will dive into it. They will not ask you to dim your faith. They will walk in it with you. This is a holy connection. This is not about timelines. This is about the touch of heaven on a human relationship. This is about two souls whose journeys have been shaped by fire, whose lives have been marked by grace, and whose paths are being directed by God Himself. This is about a union that will declare to the world that love is still sacred, that commitment is still holy, and that when God writes a story, no human hand can undo it. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance, instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. So breathe. Be still. Rest in the truth that what God is doing, no one can stop. What He is preparing, no one can block. What He has promised, He will fulfill. Not because you begged for it, but because He delights in blessing those who trust Him. Because He is a good Father. Because He sees your heart. Because He knows what you've walked through. And because He has saved the best for last. Let this be your reassurance. Let it calm the storms inside you. Your soulmate is about to find you, because God is faithful, because you have remained under His covering, and because your heart has stayed soft even in the crushing. Heaven has remembered you, and what is coming carries healing, joy, and restoration in its arms. Every time you chose to love instead of closing your heart, God noticed. Every time you decided to forgive when your soul was crushed, God wrote it down. Every moment you let your tears fall and still whispered that He is good, even when you didn't understand the pain, that was your preparation. That was your altar. That was the moment heaven began to move in your favor, because God does not waste surrendered pain. He turns it into divine promise. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what God is doing, even when your eyes cannot see it yet. This is your faith in action, this is your agreement with heaven, this is your spirit saying yes before it sees the proof. Because the blessing that is coming is not something your hands will work for, it is something your spirit is already aligned with. What God is joining together will not need to be chased, manipulated, or held together with fear. It will flow because it is God-breathed. It will remain because it is rooted in purpose. It will grow because both of you have known what it means to walk alone, and you will never take each other for granted. This love that's coming will not feel like striving, it will feel like resting. It will feel like a safe place after years of walking through storms. You are not entering this season the same way you entered the last. You are walking in as someone who knows your worth, someone who carries peace, someone who doesn't need to be rescued because you've already been redeemed. You are not desperate. You are not empty. You are full of God's presence, and that is what your soulmate will see first. They will see the light in your eyes, the kindness in your voice, the purity in your heart, and the strength that came from every battle you've overcome. You did not go through all that pain just to survive. You went through it so that you would be ready to build something eternal. So that you would know how to cherish love when it finally comes. So that you could protect the sacred when it arrives at your doorstep. Because when something is born from the Spirit, it is not just about emotion, it's about destiny. This is why your heart still beats with hope. This is why you haven't been able to settle for anything less than what is real. It's not because you're too picky or too emotional or too intense. It's because your spirit knows that there is someone out there whose soul was shaped to love you in a way that echoes heaven's design. And God is the one writing that alignment into reality. There are people who will not understand the kind of love you're being prepared for. Because it doesn't look like the world's version of love. It is not fast, shallow, or easy. It is deep, slow, and rooted in truth. It has been tested in fire. It knows how to stay when things are hard. It knows how to pray when things get quiet. It knows how to wait, how to fight, how to cover, and how to protect. That is the kind of love that's coming. Not because of luck, but because of your faithfulness. You've watched others find love while you waited. You've smiled while your heart was still hurting. You've celebrated others even when you had nothing to celebrate yourself. And God saw that. Heaven remembers that. You were never forgotten. You were just being refined. And now, you are ready. Ready not just to receive love, but to carry it. To protect it. To walk in it with reverence. You won't take shortcuts. You won't build on shaky foundations. You won't try to force something that isn't God. You have grown too much for that. You have learned too deeply what it means to trust God with your heart. This love will not require you to lose yourself. It will be the kind of love that strengthens your identity, not erases it. The kind that calls you higher, not keeps you small. The kind that encourages your purpose, not distracts you from it. The kind that mirrors the love of Christ, not the patterns of the world. When your soulmate arrives, it will feel like recognition. It will feel like a whisper from God, like the answer you didn't know how to ask for. They won't complete you, because you are already whole. But they will come alongside you with their own healing, their own strength, and their own love for God that matches yours. You won't have to beg for their attention. You won't have to fight for their time. You won't have to question their commitment. They will love you with intention, because they were formed for it. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads, and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. And it will all make sense. The waiting. The tears. The pruning. the stillness, the silence. All of it will make sense in the presence of the one God sends. Because what He brings is always more than what you imagined. What He gives always carries more peace than what you chased. What He ordains always lasts longer than what you tried to build without Him. Let your heart breathe again. Let your spirit hope again. Let your faith rise again. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of everything you were promised. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are walking in perfect timing, and nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. Hold on to the Word. Stay faithful in the little things. Stay anchored in prayer. Stay rooted in worship. The promise still stands, and the fulfillment is already in motion. You will see it with your own eyes. You will walk in it with joy. You will look back and see that God was there the entire time. You have been faithful in private, and now heaven is preparing a reward that cannot be hidden. Every moment you chose to keep your heart tender, when bitterness could have hardened it, was not unseen. Every prayer you whispered in the stillness of lonely nights was not ignored. Every time you lifted your eyes to heaven and said, "God, I trust you," even with a breaking heart, something shifted in the spiritual realm. Because God is not blind to the pain you offered up as worship. He is not deaf to the groans that no one else could hear. Comment 555 if you know deep in your soul that something sacred is coming, something holy, something you were never meant to chase, but always meant to receive. Because you didn't settle. Because you waited. Because you let God shape you instead of the world. The person coming into your life is not someone who will merely stand beside you, they will walk with you through purpose, through pressure, through prayer, and through promise. They will not ask you to become less. They will recognize the light in you because it mirrors the light in them. They will understand your quiet moments, respect your spiritual boundaries, and carry your heart with reverence, because they themselves have walked through fire to be the kind of person God could trust with something as precious as your love. This love is not going to rescue you, it is going to reflect God to you. It is going to remind you of who you are when the days are hard and the world grows quiet. It will wrap you in peace on the days when your strength feels small. It will lift you up without trying to change you. And you will do the same for them. Because the kind of love God writes is never one-sided. It gives. It serves. It prays. It stays. You have not waited in vain. The longing that still lingers in your spirit, the ache that sometimes shows up without warning, it's not because you're broken or needy. It's because you were created for connection, real connection, holy connection. The kind that doesn't wear out with time. The kind that doesn't crumble under pressure. The kind that does not rely on perfect circumstances, but on the constant presence of God at the center. You will know it by the peace that surrounds you, not the butterflies that rush in. You will know it by how your soul exhales in their presence, not by how loud your emotions scream. You will know it by the way your spirit feels safe, the way your purpose feels confirmed, the way your joy returns in quiet waves. This will not be a fire that burns you, it will be a flame that warms you and points you back to the source of all love, the heart of God. And just like that, the waiting will make sense. The silence will feel sacred. The loneliness will become preparation. Because what you are about to walk into is not a relationship, it's a promise fulfilled. A living, breathing testimony of how God takes two people, shapes them through seasons, and then brings them together when the soil is ready, the hearts are steady, and the timing is right. Your past will no longer define you. Your wounds will not disqualify you. In fact, the very things you thought made you unworthy are the things that God has used to make you ready. You've learned how to love with depth because you've known loss. You've learned how to listen with care because you've been silenced. You've learned how to give from a pure place because you've lived without. And now, you will be met by someone who sees all of you, and chooses to stay. They won't flinch at your vulnerability. They won't shrink back from your passion. They won't be confused by your spiritual fire. They will honor it. They will carry it with you. They will worship beside you, laugh with you, grow with you, and walk through life knowing that your love isn't ordinary. It is a gift from God, hand-delivered in perfect time. This is why you've had to wait. This is why it hasn't happened for you the way it has for others. Your love was never meant to follow the world's pattern. It was always meant to follow heaven's blueprint. And heaven moves on a different timeline, a timeline that protects, prepares, and perfects. When you look back on this season, you'll realize it wasn't just about waiting on someone else. It was about becoming who you were always meant to be. It was about healing parts of you that couldn't have carried the weight of the blessing God had in store. It was about shedding old identities, old fears, and false narratives so that when this person walks in, you recognize them, not as a savior, but as a partner. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. You will look into their eyes and see a familiar kind of faith. A quiet strength. A similar softness. A reflection of everything you have become. And together, you will not only love each other, you will bless others. You will build together, give together, and become a lighthouse to others who are still waiting, still hoping, still believing. Let your heart remain open. Let your spirit stay soft. Let your hope rise, not because it's easy, but because it's right. You have every reason to believe again. Not because of what the world says, but because of what God has already spoken over your life. His promises are not fragile. His timing is not late. And His love is not small. Everything you thought was lost is being restored. Everything you prayed for in tears is being answered in alignment. Everything you surrendered is being returned in fullness. And everything you believed was broken beyond repair is being shaped into something beautiful. Your soulmate is on their way, not because you needed them, but because God has chosen to bless you. Rest in that truth. Keep preparing, keep worshiping, keep standing. The story is not finished. The chapter is still being written. And what comes next will carry so much joy, so much peace, and so much of God's presence, that you will finally understand why you had to walk through everything that came before. You've walked through days where your soul whispered, "How much longer?" But still, you chose to trust God. You chose to believe in His timing, even when your heart wanted answers sooner. And now, the shift you have been sensing is not imagination. It is divine confirmation. The season is turning. Your soulmate is about to be drawn to you, not by emotion, not by effort, but by the hand of God Himself. This is not something you made happen. This is something your faith unlocked. Because even when life told you to give up, you kept sowing seeds of love, prayer, and faith. While others tried to skip the process, you stayed in the wilderness until God said, "Now." While others sought shortcuts, you trusted in the slow refining of the Spirit. And because of that, what's coming your way isn't ordinary. It's anointed. Comment 12:12 if you believe that God is bringing you into a chapter where everything starts making sense. Your obedience is not wasted. Your patience is not forgotten. Every step of this journey has been sacred. Every valley has shaped your spirit. Every delay has been divine protection. God does not operate on human schedules. He moves in the quiet, deep places of your life where no one else sees. While you were praying for love, God was preparing a life-giving partnership. While you were asking for a connection, God was writing a covenant. Because He never gives just to meet needs, He gives to fulfill purpose. And your soulmate isn't coming to fill a space. They are coming to build something eternal. This love will not confuse you. It will not make you question your worth. It will not drain you. It will breathe peace into your soul. Because the one who is coming will speak the same spiritual language as you. They will know how to pray when life gets hard. They will understand the importance of your walk with God, because they are walking closely with Him too. Their love will not feel distant or inconsistent. It will be steady, intentional, and deeply rooted in truth. You haven't been waiting for nothing. You've been growing, becoming, healing. You've been learning how to live whole. Not perfect, but whole. You've discovered how to stand alone without losing your softness. You've found strength in surrender. You've uncovered purpose in pain. And all of that has prepared you to carry the kind of love that doesn't crumble when the storm comes. Because it will come. Real love doesn't avoid hard days. It endures through them. It doesn't run when pressure shows up. It holds firm. And that's why your journey has mattered so much. That's why your tears have carried weight. That's why heaven has been so intentional with you. God hasn't been withholding. He's been building something stronger, something deeper, something that reflects His heart. Your soulmate is not just someone who will love you. They are someone who will lift you. They will pray for you when you cannot find the words. They will worship beside you, not just on Sundays, but in the middle of the week when life is heavy. They will speak life over your dreams, not out of obligation, but because they truly see what God is doing in you. They will celebrate your calling, not compete with it. And you will do the same for them. You won't have to hide parts of yourself. You won't have to shrink your voice. You won't have to explain the weight you carry in the spirit. They will understand, because they carry weight too. They've been through their own wilderness. They've walked through silence. They've wrestled with God in prayer. And now, just like you, they are ready. Not for fantasy, but for faith. Not for games, but for growth. Not for control, but for covenant. The presence of this love will bring peace into your life that confirms it's from God. You won't feel anxious. You won't feel lost. You will feel seen. You will feel covered. You will feel safe. You will feel like you've come home, not to a person, but to a purpose you were always meant to walk in together. There's something holy about the moment before breakthrough. Something quiet, but full of power. That's where you are now. The silence is not empty, it is sacred. It is the hush before heaven opens. It is the stillness before the blessing arrives. And in that stillness, God is speaking. Could this hidden CIA brain ritual be the real reason people are suddenly rich? A secret CIA discovery has just leaked, revealing a brain hack that's pulling wealth into people's lives effortlessly. It only takes 7 seconds, it's done at home, and it's backed by 4 neuroscience labs. Debt is vanishing, luxury is becoming normal. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky, the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. He's saying, I see you. I've heard you. I have not forgotten what you've prayed for. He's saying, I am faithful. I do not tease my children. I fulfill what I begin. He's saying, you are ready, and so are they. Now watch what I will do. And you will know it when it happens. You won't have to force it. You won't have to convince yourself it's right. Peace will rest on it. Joy will grow in it. Purpose will flow from it. And your heart will remember every moment you almost gave up, and finally understand why you didn't. There's someone who has been walking their own path of obedience, carrying their own cross, learning to love God with everything they have. And they've been praying, just like you. They've been waiting, just like you. They've been growing, just like you. And God is guiding them to you in the exact moment your heart is fully ready to receive what He has prepared. Let your heart be still. Let your soul find rest. You do not need to strive. You do not need to chase. You only need to remain open, remain faithful, remain in the place where God can find you surrendered. Because what is coming cannot be stolen. It cannot be shaken. It cannot be faked. It is real. It is holy. And it is on its way. Your soulmate is closer than you think. Their heart is being softened. Their eyes are being opened. Their steps are being ordered. And when your paths cross, it will be more than love. It will be destiny. It will be ministry. It will be divine. This is no ordinary encounter. It is the fulfillment of a heavenly alignment that's been building through every broken season, every lesson, and every secret prayer you thought was lost in the silence. The hand of God has not only shaped your heart, it has also shaped the one who is coming into your life. Just like you, they have faced battles that could have hardened them, but they chose surrender instead. They have cried tears over dreams they thought were dead, only to be revived by God's gentle hand. They have learned to walk by faith, not by feelings, and that's what makes them ready to love you well. You are not waiting alone. You are waiting in parallel. And the divine thread between your stories is growing stronger every day. Comment 777 if you know this word is touching the places in you that long to be understood, covered, and cherished. Because what you feel deep down isn't just longing, it's confirmation. You're sensing the nearness of what heaven has always intended for you. This next chapter is not about starting over. It's about continuing with someone who has been shaped by the same hands that have shaped you. You won't need to explain your depth to them. They'll see it in your eyes. They'll feel the weight of your love, not as a burden, but as a blessing. They'll know the cost of your gentleness, because they carry their own stories of heartbreak turned into hope. You will meet them in a moment that feels ordinary, but it will be sacred. Because everything God does flows through quiet power. It won't be loud or dramatic. It will be peaceful, steady, and drenched in purpose. You'll look into their heart and recognize something familiar, something you've been carrying inside your spirit all along. It's not about sparks. It's about stillness. It's about the assurance that says, "This is right. This is God." They will not complete you. That is not their purpose. But they will walk beside you as someone whole, healed, and submitted to God, just like you've learned to be. They will not idolize you. They will love you in truth. And that truth will strengthen you both to do what neither of you could have done alone. You have been asking God for love, but He's been preparing a mission. This is more than emotional connection. This is about two people whose destinies are intertwined, not for comfort alone, but for impact. Together, your love will speak of God's faithfulness. Together, your journey will become an altar for others to believe again. Together, your healing will ripple into generations. This is why your preparation was so painful. This is why your silence lasted so long. This is why your heart was stretched beyond what you thought it could endure. Because what's coming has weight. What's coming has glory attached to it. And you had to become someone who wouldn't fumble that kind of blessing. God trusts you with this. He trusts you to love someone deeply. To hold them gently. To walk with them in grace. He trusts you because you've been through enough to know the difference between real love and fleeting emotion. He trusts you because you've chosen Him over and over, even when your heart was breaking. And now, He is trusting someone else to love you the same way. They will recognize your worth. Not because of your appearance or accomplishments, but because their spirit will be drawn to the fragrance of God on your life. They will speak your name with reverence. They will treat your heart with wisdom. They will walk slowly, speak kindly, and move with the same level of prayerful awareness you have walked in all along. You've waited long enough. You've endured enough. You've grown enough. And now, heaven is opening doors no one can close. Alignments are being activated. Paths are being directed. Delays are being lifted. And all the pieces are falling into place, even if you can't see it yet. Why is this 7-second brain ritual suddenly going viral? Leaked CIA files have exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the floodgates to wealth. Verified by 4 top labs, this ritual is turning financial pain into prosperity, fast. From massive bills to luxury trips, it's changing lives. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Your spirit knows it. That's why you felt an urgency to draw near to God again. That's why your heart has been softening in ways you didn't expect. That's why old wounds are being healed even when you're not trying. Because the atmosphere around your life is changing. The weight of your assignment is being shared. And the person meant to walk with you is being released into the same momentum. It's already happening. Not next year. Not someday. But now. You are closer than you've ever been. Closer to the love you don't have to chase. Closer to the embrace that won't let go. Closer to the voice that speaks life, not confusion. Closer to the hand that won't drop yours when storms come. Closer to the peace you thought only existed in prayers, but will now live in your daily reality. Let your heart believe again. Not because of emotion, but because God is faithful. Not because of wishful thinking, but because heaven keeps its promises. Not because everything looks clear, but because your spirit is being stirred by the one who wrote your story before you were born. There will be days when you doubt. There will be moments when fear tries to whisper that it's too late, too broken, too far gone. But none of that is true. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not invisible to the one who shaped your soul. You are known, cherished, and pursued by a God who does not forget. He is faithful to finish what he starts. He is generous to give more than you asked. He is wise to protect what you could not see. And he is loving enough to bring the right person at the right time, with the right heart, for the right reason. So breathe. Let peace settle over you like a warm blanket. Let hope rise in your chest again, not as a burden, but as a gift. Let joy return, not in loud moments, but in the quiet realization that what's coming is not just an answer, it's the beginning of a chapter where everything feels covered in grace. There have been seasons where it felt like God was silent, where no progress could be seen, and hope felt like it was slipping through your hands. But even in those moments, God was working. His silence was not absence. It was protection. It was covering. It was the careful placement of every step and the quiet sculpting of your heart. You were not forgotten in those moments, you were being prepared. Comment 999 if you feel this in your soul, if you sense this is not just another message, but a direct confirmation that God is near and moving in ways beyond your comprehension. You've had to watch others receive what you longed for. You've celebrated them while secretly wondering when it would be your turn. You've smiled while your own heart remained aching, and you did it without growing bitter. That posture, pure, humble, surrendered, that's what heaven has honored. That's why the blessing coming your way is not just about love. It's about reward. God is not giving you just what you want. He's giving you what you've earned through faithfulness, and what you never would have found if you'd taken shortcuts. This person will not be a reward for being perfect, but for being willing. Willing to trust, even when confused. Willing to wait, even when tempted to rush. Willing to stay soft, even when life tried to harden your heart. God sees what no one else can. He saw your quiet endurance. He saw the nights you prayed with no answers. He saw how you chose to be kind when your heart was breaking. And now, heaven is responding, not out of pity, but out of promise. This is why you had to be set apart. This is why nothing else worked out. Because the one coming into your life isn't someone who's going to take from you, they're going to multiply what's already in you. They'll speak to your potential. They'll walk through the valleys with you. They won't just say the right things, they'll live them. Their heart will be steady, their faith will be real, and their love will come from a place of prayer, not performance. This isn't going to be a love that drains you. It's going to be a love that restores. A love that refreshes your soul like water in a dry land. You'll laugh again, not just surface laughter, but deep, healing joy. You'll rest again, not just physically, but spiritually, because your heart will no longer be striving to be seen or understood. You'll be met, finally, by someone who truly sees you through God's eyes. The alignment you've been waiting for will not feel like pressure. It will feel like peace. You won't have to question whether you're loved. You won't have to wonder whether this person was sent by God. Their presence will carry confirmation. Their consistency will carry weight. Their love will not just feel good, it will feel right, because it will be led by the Spirit, not emotions alone. You'll look at them and see more than attraction. You'll see prayers answered. You'll see hope restored. You'll see the reflection of a heart that's walked through its own fire and emerged with compassion, not pride. You'll feel the covering of someone who doesn't just want you, but someone who wants to walk with you, grow with you, and glorify God with you. Is it time you unlock the same CIA secret brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak has revealed a powerful 7-second technique, developed under CIA-funded research and backed by neuroscience. It's helping people magnetize wealth like never before. From debt to luxury, faster than anyone believed. But this miracle won't stay public for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. The two of you will become something sacred. Not because you're perfect, but because you're aligned. Because your values match. Because your worship is sincere. Because your purpose is shared. And that's what makes this different. That's what makes it last. This isn't love rooted in emotion, it's rooted in eternity. You're not going to have to perform for this person. You won't need to hide your tears or silence your dreams. They will make room for all of you, not just the bright parts, but the places that still need grace. And in their love, you will heal more deeply. You will open up more fully. You will feel the arms of God holding you through someone who was formed to love you well. They will not pull you away from God. They will walk with you toward Him. When your faith is weak, they'll speak truth. When your strength fades, they'll hold space for you to rest. When you forget who you are, they'll remind you of the anointing on your life. And you'll do the same for them, not because you have to, but because love makes it easy to give. This connection will carry presence. It will carry purpose. It will carry promise. Not because of who you are alone, but because of who God is when He brings two people together under His covering. He's not in a rush. He's in the details. And when it unfolds, it will be better than what you prayed for, not because it's perfect, but because it's anointed. You'll wake up one day and realize the waiting was worth it. The pain had a purpose. The loneliness wasn't a punishment, it was a classroom. The delays were not rejections, they were redirections. And now, as you walk into what God is preparing, your spirit will carry gratitude, not regret. Joy, not shame. Fulfillment, not emptiness. Let peace settle in your bones. Let hope become your rhythm again. Let trust rise stronger than the doubt. God has not forgotten you. Your life is not delayed. Your story is not over. In fact, the most beautiful part is just beginning. And the person who's walking toward you now isn't a stranger, they're an answered prayer in human form. So keep walking in grace. Keep living in love. Keep waiting with expectation. Your soulmate is near. And they are coming not just to change your relationship status, but to step into your story and write the kind of chapter only heaven could design. This is your time. This is your season. God is moving. You are ready. And what's coming is more sacred, more beautiful, and more lasting than anything you've ever experienced. Trust that. Rest in that. And prepare your heart to receive it.